Hi, welcome to Piano with Georgia. I'm Georgia, and today we are going to talk about the need for speed, also known as playing fast. So hop on your bench and let's get started. So playing fast is one of the most commonly brought up subjects by various students of mine. So I thought today I would make a video giving you a few tips to take your fingers a little bit faster. Now I do want to throw out there that playing fast, while very impressive, is not the be-all, end-all, everything you should aspire to. There are so many other aspects, like playing musically and beautifully, that I consider absolutely just as important, in fact, probably more important. But there are also a great deal of pieces out there that it sure is nice to play those scales sparkly fast. So let's get into it. I have a few exercises that I like to share with my students. The first thing about all these exercises is to give your fingers an opportunity to go fast, but very briefly, like one finger at a time going fast, instead of just trying to do a whole bunch of things very, very fast. So the first exercise, you're going to want to set up on a 5-finger scale or an octave scale. You want to find something that is very easy for you to do. So your thoughts can be on nothing else than going fast. Now the notes that we're going to play slowly, we're not going to try to keep them even. We're not going to try to stay with the metronome. We're going to play our slow notes as slowly as we want to. So think about the fast notes that's coming while you're just holding a long note. I'm going to set up on a C major 5-finger scale. I'm just going to make sure I'm nice and comfortable. Check your posture, bench check, all the good things. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to play from C to D, finger 1 to finger 2, as fast as I possibly can. So here we go. And that's it. Now this may not seem like it's doing much, but I promise it is. It's training your thumb to play very quickly, and finger 2 to respond as well. You're going to be listening for clear notes. You don't want that. That means your thumb isn't lifting fast enough if you're hearing a blurry sound. Now you could also do this staccato, but I would rather you practice it legato, even if it means you're going a little bit slower, because it's just so frequent that you need that connection of your sound. So let's do it again. Finger 1 to finger 2 as fast as you can. Now this time I'm holding on to finger 2. This is my long note. Now I'm going to practice going from finger 2 to finger 3. Again, I'm just going to go as fast as I can, but I'm not going to worry about going on. So finger 2 to finger 3. Here we go. And you can do that a couple times. Again, listen for the blurry sound. If you hear that, make sure that you are releasing finger 2. And if you need to go a little bit slower, that's okay. This is not a going as fast as any human being has ever gone exercise. This is an improving your skills exercise, taking you from wherever your top speed is right now to faster. And you can continue to use these exercises as you gain speed. You can keep gaining speed. There's no reason you ever have to stop. I'm going to get back to that C position, and let's go from finger 3 to finger 4. Let's do it again. Now you may notice that there are some fingers that go faster than others. Completely normal. Now let's go from finger 4 to finger 5. As you go fast, you may even see my fingers kind of moving up. That's a little bit of tension that's required because finger 4 is kind of the weakest finger on my hand. We want to remain as tension-free as possible, but some tension, that's just the muscles doing their work. So again, finger 4 to finger 5, keep it crisp as fast as you can. This is probably going to be the most challenging finger. Okay, now let's go backwards. We're going to go from finger 5 to finger 4. Every finger gets a turn, being the fast finger. Here we go. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Now I'm going to go 4-3. Again. 3-2. Again. And finally 2-1. And now you can kind of put this together as a more flowing exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a long, short, long, short, long kind of a rhythm to this. So my first note, I'm going to play with my thumb. I'm just going to hold it as long as I want. And while I'm holding it, I'm thinking about 2 going to finger 3 as fast as it can. Now finger 3, I'm going to hold it as long as I want to. I'm going to think about finger 4 going to finger 5. And relax. I'm going to stay here as long as I want. And now 4-3. And stay as long as you need. Think ahead about fingers 2-1. Eventually you can make your long sounds a little bit shorter, but do not do this too soon. It's way better to make your long sounds too long than to make your long sounds too short, because then there's no difference between your short sounds and your long sounds. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip the rhythm around. Instead of long, long, we're going to go short, long. So finger 1 to finger 2 as fast as I can. Stay and hold it. Think ahead about finger 3-4. Think ahead about 5-4. Think ahead about 3-2. And now you just kind of have this spare note. Done. Okay, as soon as you get very comfortable doing one note at a time, first of all, get comfy with your right hand. Don't forget this guy. Probably left hand will be slower for most of you. That's okay. Again, the same speech I gave earlier goes for your left hand. As fast as left hand is, it's gonna get faster. So let's go through those same exercises with your left hand. Think about long, short, long. So I'm just gonna kind of play finger 5 and hold it as long as I want. Now we want to think short, long. I want to again think short, long. And now short, long. Short, long. And let's do it the other way. Short, long, short, long. Here we go. Take your time. Think about 3-2. Take your time. Think about 1-2. 3-4. And your extra note, you're done. You can also do this hands together, but I like to do it hands separate because even to this day, my right hand needs a different challenge level than my left. So hands separate's always good. And now if these 5-finger scales are feeling really, really easy for you, we can also give our fingers a challenge of having to do a cross under, cross over by expanding to our octave scale. Now with the octave scale, you want to make sure you're using the correct fingering because this is going to get really embedded in your muscle memory. So just a quick review, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, then tuck your thumb under, move the rest of your hand over, and now we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. On the way down, we just reverse what we just did. So you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 3 notes left, so you cross finger 3 and bring that thumb under. So now let's do our exercise with this octave scale. And again, now your fingers are having an additional challenge of having to do a shift, which you did not have to do in the 5-finger scale. So here we go, long, short, long. And remember, you can play with me, you can pause the video, make your longs as long as you want to so that you have time to think about what's coming and make the next fast note more quality. And here we go, long, short, long. Get that thumb under and ready. Short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Get ready for the crossover on this one. Short, long, short, long. And if your finger kind of misses a little bit like mine did, don't even worry about it. It's fine. Your fingers are still moving fast. Now let's do it the other way. The short, long, short, long. Ready, go. Short, long. Think about your cross under. Short, long, Think about your crossover, short, long, and you're done. Again, same thing with your left hand. I will leave that to you to practice on your own. I want to go ahead and give you another way that's going to push you a little farther, advance you further, and that is to add more fast notes. So instead of every other note being a fast note, now let's do 2 fast notes and 1 slow note. So fast, fast, slow. Fast, fast, slow. I'm going to do the octave scale. Remember, you can always go back to that 5-finger scale. If you're having to think too hard about this cross under, crossover, just take it back a notch. So let's get going. Short, short, long. Short, short, long. Short, short, long. Now get your thumb ready for that cross under. Short, short, long. Short, short, long. Short, short, long. Short, short, long. Always thinking ahead about what's coming. Now I'm going to do that with my left hand, and you can change where you put the long note and kind of think about this in a grouping of 3. Give your fingers some different options and also keep your brain engaged. That's one of the harder things about technique exercises is they can be boring and our brains can kind of leave the building. Just switch things up and it'll keep you more interested. So left hand, instead of fast, fast, slow, I'm going to go slow, fast, fast, slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. Oh my goodness, that's a little weird to say. So here we go. My first note is going to be my slow one. Ready? Slow, fast, fast, slow. Think about my cross under in the next one. Fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, slow. Fast, fast, slow, and I don't have an even number of notes at the end. We don't care. Now you could move it to maybe your second note of your scale being the slow one. So I could kind of just go, and now I'm going to start my pattern, fast, fast, slow. Fast, fast, slow. Fast, fast, slow. Fast, fast, slow, and I'm done. So that just gives all the fingers an opportunity to be the fast fingers. Don't worry if your fast notes aren't as fast as mine. Who knows, maybe they're faster. Different people have their strengths and weaknesses. Whatever your strengths are, I guarantee there's somebody else's weaknesses. If you watch somebody else playing fast and you have trouble, that's okay. That might be their strength and your weakness. Whatever it is, wherever you are, you can always improve on every aspect of your playing. Again, you can certainly do this hands together, but I like to do it hands separate because again, that varying difficulty level of my hands exists. One final exercise, same concept, but instead of a group of 3, I'm now going to do a group of 4. So I'm going to have 3 fast notes and 1 slow one. I will start with right hand and I'm going to make my thumb the slow note and do our 3 fast notes. Here we go. Slow. Now think ahead. Fast, 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 slow. This is going to incorporate the thumb crossing under finger 3. Fast, 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 slow. Fast, 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 slow. Fast, 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 slow. And kind of have a couple extras there at the end. We don't care. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my 4th note the slow note with my thumb as the first fast note. Fast, 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 slow. Ready? Again, it's okay that it doesn't work out evenly. So using these rhythmic tactics to give your fingers the opportunity to go fast, but not have it all be fast is incredibly helpful. You can use this with scales. You can also use this with specific passages in your pieces of music that maybe you're having trouble getting fast enough for things that you can play the surrounding material fast enough. Now, one thing I do want to tell you about these exercises, expect not only weeks, not only months, but years of working on these fine little muscles, continually developing and getting faster. Spend a short amount of time on this every single day. And by short, I mean short, like 2 minutes every day will go a long way. And just trust the process. You are improving. Even if you don't hear it, you are improving. So I hope these exercises help you. They've been passed down to me from other teachers. I did not invent them. And by the way, I hope you've enjoyed the background rain ASMR. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.